Hey Crypto fam, welcome to the Crypto Cave. I'm Big Cass.
I'm Crypto Morpheus.
Today we're talking the language of crypto. Let's talk crypto.
We've got these acronyms, or rather these phrases that are in the crypto world that are very, very important for you to know. And what we have is a list of them, and we're going to break them down to you. The first one is DeFi. DeFi stands for decentralized finance. And what that basically means is, for the average Joe, finance has been centralized. It's been amongst banking institutions. It's been amongst private institutions and so on and so forth. Like Wall Street is an example of some type of financial institutions, asset and avenue classes. But DeFi is decentralized finance, and what that basically means is it's decentralized, which means it's moved away from being centralized. In long story short, it's kind of what crypto is all about. It's the anonymous actions of financial transactions from peer to peer. And what that does is it alleviates responsibilities from good and bad actors being taken advantage of, because all actors are unknown. So the ability for something to be nefarious is less likely. So that is what DeFi is in short.
The next term we're going to talk about is Rect. Within the crypto world, Rect is when you sustain large losses. So you do not want to be wrecked.
No.
I'll give you a quick story. We talked about this in a previous video. I owned Luna, Terra Luna. Over a 2-day period, it went from 86 literally to 0.
Yeah.
So if you owned Luna at that time and did not take precautionary measures, you got wrecked.
Getting wrecked is not something you want to have happen.
No.
It's a term used when a trader loses a substantial amount of money as well. The next on the list is DCA, and what that stands for is dollar cost average. Now, I will be humble and say that my partner here to my right, Big Cass, is the largest advocate of dollar cost averaging, and it's on my ass every time that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is dollar cost averaging. So in short, dollar cost averaging means if you don't have a lot of money to invest, that's okay. Invest what you can when you can, but just steadily continue to do so. If you've got $5, if you've got $10, if you've got $20, if you've got $2,000, it doesn't matter. In whatever increments that you can actually invest in, you should be steadily investing every single opportunity that you have. So you also want to grow your portfolio, and you want to invest in assets that are going to be worthwhile. But how do you do that without throwing out your whole entire wallet at once, a one-time purchase? You just mitigate those purchases, which is called dollar cost averaging. So Big Cass is a big supporter of dollar cost averaging, and thus through Big Cass I am as well.
Absolutely. DCA by far is the best way to get involved with crypto. So the next thing we're going to talk about is blockchain.
Blockchain.
And what a blockchain is, without really going crazy.
What is blockchain?
Exactly. What it is a bunch of computers that are set up around the world that makes it almost impossible to be hacked, because each computer plays a role in the chain. So when a block comes through, which we'll talk about a little bit further, you have node operators that has to agree on the data within the block, and then that block is sent to another person, and that's what causes a chain, which almost makes it immutable.
For the people in the back, blockchain basically is a series of blocks that is a distributed ledger of all verified transactions made on a particular cryptocurrency. Long story short, it is just a simple mathematical ways of understanding and doing things on a ledger, which is basically a record keeping. So that's basically it.
Absolutely. So a block, we already alluded to this in the blockchain. So you got the blockchain and a block. So all we're saying when you say block is just one slice of the chain. So let's say in the Genesis block, which means the beginning, the first block of Bitcoin was back in 2009. So an open ledger, everything that happened, every transaction that has been verified from back to 2009 to current day is on a blockchain. which happens about every 10 minutes. But each individual block is just a block. So not to get deep into it, it's just the block itself. So if I was sending Bitcoin to Crypto Morpheus at the moment, that information be stored in block, let's say 1 million, for example, just to make it easy. But the chain is everything from block 1 up to the current 1 million.
So that's also something that alludes to distributed ledger technology. So essentially cryptocurrency is based off of distributed ledger technologies. So it's transactions, it's data information, it's all record keeping information that is on blocks, even furthermore so the blockchain. All right, altcoins. Altcoins, what we've got is altcoins next. Altcoins is alternative coins. And it doesn't necessarily mean alternative in regards to the music. It's not like that.
Right,
alternative basically means anything besides the big name coins. So what are the big name coins? We've got Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum, Bitcoin. Who doesn't know about Bitcoin by now?
Absolutely.
You know about Bitcoin?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, this guy's pulling your leg. He knows a lot about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first through the door. Bitcoin is big bro, and Bitcoin is the dude you gotta give the respect to. You gotta take off your hat and take your shoes off when you walk in the house to Bitcoin, all right? Because Bitcoin is the progenitor for all cryptocurrency. We have yet to know what's going to happen to Bitcoin after regulation, but that's a ride that we're all waiting for to see in regards to the wave crashing. So Bitcoin is just the first one out the gate in regards to cryptocurrency.
So we have two types of storage. So we have what we call hot storage.
Yes.
So you use things like MetaMask, Trust wallets. Hot storage just means that it's online and you can connect to it.
I'm trying to warm up because I like my cold storage.
Yeah, hot storage is just what they're connected to the internet. And then we have cold storage, which is ultimately the best storage that you can have.
You want to give the people an example of hot storage?
Absolutely. Trust wallet.
Trust wallet.
The Trust wallet is one of the largest hot storages that we have. It just means that, again, you go online, you'll have seed word, and Morpheus can maybe explain this more, but just meaning that it's connected to the internet, and then the absolute best way to store your tokens is through cold storage, meaning that it's not connected to the internet. So in order to interact with those, you have to bring your wallet. You have to bring that wallet online for that short period of time to interact, and then once you're done, you're back offline. Makes it the hardest way to be able to access those tokens.
This is vital information. So Big Cass and myself, Crypto Morpheus, we've come together to become educators, innovators, and as well as YouTube influencers in regards to just educating people about this new asset class. And what you were just given is information about cold storage from the one and only Big Cass, and I want to tell you how pivotal that information is. Cold storage is becoming your own bank, essentially.
Absolutely.
That means your seed key phrases, your own wallet, your own crypto. That's basically what that means. And if you have your own distributed ledger, that means that you are safe from all other people having access to your crypto. Big Cass is a big fan of the nano ledgers.
Absolutely.
The link will be in the description for nano ledgers. So definitely go out and get you some nano ledgers.
And I just want to pick up where Morpheus left off. He said regulations. Guys, we are hoping and praying that Christian Gillibrand as well as Cynthia Loomis bill passes. The first thing they want to do is take crypto and move it from the SEC's control to the Federal Trade Commission's control. And the other good part about that, a lot of people think regulation is a bad thing, which not necessarily may be true. There's a lot of companies out there, billions of dollars, or what we call whales, that have not entered the world of crypto yet. So you're talking trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline because we do not have clarity as far as crypto goes.
If I may, I just want to interject. You had mentioned something in regards to the woman who is leading the
Cynthia Loomis
and the other woman.
Jill and Christopher.
Jill and Crystal. What's the governmental agency that they work for?
They're both senators.
They're both senators. But what's the agency that you just mentioned? The CFTC.
Correct.
The CFTC. Explain to the people about the CFTC as well as the SEC for current times and regulation in regards to what's happening in regards to the industry.
Well, the biggest thing to take note of there is that the SEC, anything that they handle is labeled a security. Bitcoin has already been labeled a commodity.
That's right.
We would much rather have, as far as regulations go, it being handled by the Trade Commission, because then they would be commodities without having to jump through the hoops of security. So that's the biggest thing there. We'll keep it easy and simple.
So we got coin. Coin is a term just used for the name of a specific cryptocurrency. So you've got Dogecoin, for example. You've got Shiba Inu coin. You've got Cardano coin. You've got several coins. So basically, coin is just a name or a euphemism to recognize a specific cryptocurrency coin/token.
Right. And now we're going to talk about one of my favorite things in crypto is decentralized. I think Morpheus alluded to this earlier when we were talking about current banks and institutions. They're centralized, meaning Chase, for example, JP Morgan Chase is a bank and it's centralized. There's an entity that controls that. Within the wonderful world of crypto, however, we have decentralized. That's what part of Web3 is.
Yes.
There's no controlling entity per se. It's all done on smart contracts.
Yes.
So we have platforms like Aave and Curve and DAOs and whatnot. But the biggest takeaway from this is it runs pretty much automated. When they say within a smart contract, it's going to do what the contract does.
Yes.
You don't have to, for example, if you want to take out a loan on Curve, if you have the requirements and assets, you don't need to go dress up, sit in front of a banker and say, Mr. Banker, can I take out a loan for $10,000? With decentralized finance, when you meet those requirements, there's nobody to ask. It executes. So
it removes the middleman.
Absolutely. And I think the biggest thing is that's why banks and other institutions right now are fighting so hard to stop crypto. I know I'm getting a little off script.
The banks love their fees.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's pretty much what decentral finance is.
All right, next up we've got Dapps. Dapps is an acronym for Decentralized Applications. So we're all familiar with applications. We're all familiar with smartphones. We're all familiar with the different types of applications and the different utilizations of applications. So now we have a newer asset class of applications, decentralized applications. And what that basically means is information on applications that does not have to be centralized in regards to the resource or platform to which they are being held and hosted on. So you can have an application which is secured through blockchain technology. A good example of a decentralized application. What is the application for the NFT play to earn game? You have it. I believe there was
Splinterlands.
Splinterlands, and there's another one. Axie.
Axie Infinity.
Axie Infinity.
Absolutely.
That is another example. And for those who don't know, Big Cast is a link for Axie Infinity. If you care to get into play to earn NFT gaming, will be at the bottom of the description on the bottom link.
Appreciate that.
Most welcome.
Next, we're going to talk about a fork. And what a fork is, and I'll give you a great example, is when a blockchain starts in one direction and then maybe there's some disagreement. We'll talk about Vitalik Buterin, Charles Hoskin, as well as, I can't think of the same person, but Ethereum. So there's now Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. For some of you guys that might have been around for a while, there was a hack. Without getting into it, let's just say they decided to split ways. So Ethereum went one way and Ethereum Classic went the other way. And for people that don't know, Ethereum Classic is actually the original Ethereum.
Really?
Ethereum Classic, Ethereum Classic is the actual real Ethereum. And then Ethereum that we know today is actually the hard fork from the two. So a fork just means a split.
A split. Oh,
right.
okay.
Not like in a stock, where if you split, you get 2 for 1 or 1 for 20 or whatever the case. It just means there's a split in between the two.
Right. And also, if I can further add up to that, if there has been a split or if there has been a fork, that just means that there's different applications to the technology that was created. Absolutely. So obviously, if one can go left and one can go right, they serve different purposes. So Ethereum Classic may be a type of cryptocurrency that has one particular function versus Ethereum having another particular function.
Correct.
Okay, let's move on to gas. Gas is something those who are not familiar in this crypto space need to know.
For sure.
If you are not familiar with gas, we are here to tell you what gas is and how detrimental it is to your future moving forward. Gas is the cost of computing power when completing transactions on the Ethereum blockchain, which gets passed on to network participants in the form of fees. So essentially what that means is, let's say you go online and you want to purchase an NFT. You have to go on to the Ethereum blockchain, etherscan.io, and look up the current rate of the current gas fees, which basically is the rate of tax, if you would. In layman's terms, it's the tax for any type of crypto transaction. Now, taxes can be high, taxes can be low. But ultimately, in order to mitigate your purchases, you obviously want to purchase with lower gas fees. Absolutely. But you can be subject to higher gas fees. Gas fees is in a sense, long story short, a toll that you have to pay in order to actually participate. Indeed. So, as it says here, it is the computer power of completing transactions that gets passed on to the network participants in the form of fees.
Now we're going to talk about HODL.
We got the big dog right here. the big dog. Listen up.
Yeah, HODL. It's HODL. There's two strands of thought here. One is hold on for dear life, and the other, where it actually really originated, is I think it was a tweet where the guy misspelled hold. And he was explaining that there's tokens you want to hold forever, and he put in HODL. He misplaced the D and the L, and that has become part of the crypto lingo. And what I love about HODL, as a crypto investor, everyone should have their HODL tokens.
That's right.
These are tokens you want to basically hold on for dear life.
Hold on.
That you need forever. So the granddaddy of them all is Bitcoin. If you're in this space, you should be holding Bitcoin and pretty much a large sum of it.
Yeah.
As related to your
dollar
whole
cost
portfolio.
Averaging.
Yes. Goes back to what Morphe was talking about.
Dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging.
Every time I have income, I have a spreadsheet where X amount goes into my crypto. And then within there, and this is one of the future videos that we're going to do very soon.
Okay.
It's how we feel, again, no financial advice, how we feel that your crypto assets should be allocated. So first you're going to have your HODL portfolio, which is usually about 50%. Currently in my HODL portfolio, I hold Bitcoin, I hold Ethereum, and I hold Solana. These are things that I believe over a long period of time are not going anywhere.
That's right.
Bitcoin, as of the recording of this video, is about 23,000, just about to break 24,000. However, in November, if you remember, the all-time high at that point was 69,000.
69K, yep.
And again, guys, there's mass adoption going on. I don't want to make this video too long, but if you take what Morpheus said earlier on DCA and your HODL portfolio, we can't give you any better advice than right now.
Yes.
You need to be HODLing certain cryptocurrencies. We always say how we're late, and I'll use my last acronym and I'll jump in, is our poor mentality. Poor, in our opinion, stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Yes.
And that's what happens. You'll sit back and then we say, I should have, or you should on yourself. Oh, I should have bought Bitcoin. I can actually say, I should have bought Bitcoin when my son first brought it to me. But I'm like, he don't know what he's talking about. At that time, Bitcoin was about $1. If you would have took $10 when my son came and brought that to me, right now I'd be holding 10 Bitcoin.
Yes.
That's only a mere 200,000.
Yeah.
But for those people that took $100 or $1,000.
Yes.
They're multimillionaires
Yes.
now.
Yes.
But I digress. And
No. You actually talk further into a point which is necessary, because what we're trying to do is give you valuable content, and that's all that we're trying to do, is give you content of value. So what Big Cast just basically let you know is that there's several means of earning income. You can earn income passively, and you can earn income on the long-term scale, which is hodling. So what we're trying to do is influence you to know the importance of both, if possible. Hodling would be your primary choice, because hodling is doing the work, setting and forgetting. Passive income is slowly checking upon your accumulation of whatever said passive income. So there is a little bit more of a responsibility for you to record your passive income versus your hodl portfolio.
Absolutely.
Hodl portfolio, set it, forget it. Passive income, check every once in a while. So Big Cass is out here trying to teach you guys some big things.
We are trying to teach you some big things.
Crypto Cave is trying to teach you some big things. And so for all those, no disrespect, but we're gonna don the public, our public, the name of cavelings, because no disrespect to anybody, crypto is a relatively new asset class, and knowledge about this industry is very, very hard to come by. And I'm very grateful that I even have somebody that I can converse with to learn from it beyond the level of expertise that I have, which I grow and I seek to grow every day. So unto you, crypto cavelings, we just want to bring you out of the cave and bring you into the world of crypto, which is why we call this the Crypto Cave.
And look, he is being so humble, saying he's learning from me. That's a two-way street. There's so many avenues within crypto that you can touch on, such as NFTs. There's DeFi and so forth. Don't for a second think that this young man doesn't know what he's talking about. That's basically what I'm saying.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Next up, we got ICOs. ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering. So for the people, an initial coin offering is basically the first time or the first opportunity that you're going to get to be able to be an angel investor, which is an early investor. So an initial coin offering is a company produces a coin token to which they're offering to the public at probably some type of a discounted rate or some point of exchange, meaning to say, if you purchase this amount of coins, then you will later be gifted or you will later have access to, or you will later be in a position to further your position in that specific entity or company or whatever it is. And that's essentially what initial coin offering is an early chance to buy in.
Absolutely. And guys, if you're getting any value out of this content, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you know anytime we release a new video. What we're going to talk about now is market cap. And guys, this is a concept you must understand. I tend to pick on Dogecoin on this topic. So, if you buy Dogecoin right now, I think we looked at this earlier, it's at 0.06. It's like 6 cents.
Yeah.
But it's market cap. So to determine what a market cap is, when you take, well, there's two. There's fully diluted market cap versus a market cap.
Okay.
So what you do to determine the market cap is you take all the outstanding tokens in Doge, for example, times the price of each coin. So I think Doge's market cap, if I remember correctly, is somewhere around $9 billion right now.
Okay.
So many of you guys have hopium that, if I just buy Doge and Doge makes it to $1. But for Doge to make it to $1 at a $9 million market cap, it would have to go, we're at 6 cents, 10 cents to give you 60. Long story short, to Doge to make it to $1, you will have to have more crypto money than every token combined together. So the likelihood of that happening, at least in the short term, is highly improbable. So again, going back to the things we talked about between DCA and hodling, you can take very, very speculative coins, which I do own some. Right at the moment, I do not own Doge, but I have traded it before.
Yeah.
Market cap is important, guys. Just in the aspect of I'm not sure how I want to say
understanding the crypto that you own. And this isn't on the list, but this is another one. DYOR. Tell the people what
do your own research. Again, we're not financial advisors.
Mm-hmm. This is not financial advice.
This is our opinion, things that we're currently doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to respond. Listen, if you're going to get involved with crypto, you have to be responsible.
That's correct.
For your own thing. And to get off basis, I know you love talking about this between custody. So how important is it that you...
Self-custody? The difference between self-custody is being able to breathe underwater versus not being able to breathe underwater. So if you don't have a pair of gills, I wouldn't suggest you act like you're a fish. And that's basically what that means is like if you don't have the tools necessary to survive, you can't be mad that you ended up dying. So self-custody, making sure that you are responsible for your own assets, that's what's going to save you. And that further falls into private and public keys. So your public address, your public key address is an address that you can give to anybody on the street. You can give them their public address. And what that is basically like an email link to your wallet. So
really quick, if I give you my public key right now,
yes,
will you send me $100 worth of Bitcoin?
I will not. I don't have $100 of Bitcoin, unfortunately. Not readily available to me on a public exchange for me to send it to you. I do have it on my private digital ledger, but I will not be sending you $100 worth of Bitcoin. But Big Cass alluded to something great, and I want to touch back onto it because he mentioned the importance of understanding market cap. We're here to give you the knowledge that we have, to have you understand what we understand, and market cap is a big part of cryptocurrency. But I do want to challenge something that you mentioned. You said that in order for Dogecoin to reach $1 at the current price point of 6 cents currently right now, if Doge were to have institutional investors come in and flood the market with that value, the probability of Dogecoin hitting $1 will then likely be a lot more. But due to the fact of the lack of institutional involvement, the lack of private sector money coming in, as well as retail investor understanding and knowledge, as well as further investment into this industry is had, we are still going to be looking at these things as the way we're looking at them now. But the potentiality, let's talk about potentiality. What is ROI? Tell the people what ROI is. That's another one that's not on the list.
Return on investment. And you hit that 100%.
Investment.
We talked about the bill that's right now being proposed and going through Congress.
The CHIPS bill, is that what you're talking about?
I think that's the name of it.
Yep.
With Lomas and Gillibrand. Guys, this is why I'm so passionate about crypto. Morpheus, I said, is improbable, and maybe I spoke too early, that Doge would possibly go to $1. Like he said, though, if these regulations come the way that we hope they're going to go,
which I think they will,
this is why I beg, plead with everyone.
This is why we're begging and pleading with everyone.
Get involved with crypto, because if these regulations go the way that we hope, this is we're talking about whales. And again, this is kind of skipping where we want to go. But large institutions are whales. These people, crypto is where it's at right now because of pretty much individuals. There are some companies that are out there. If you listen to reportings today, you know that Facebook is now Meta.
Yes.
If you listen to CNBC or whatever financial channel, you'll hear them refer to Meta. Square is now Block. Some companies are in, but most companies are sitting on the sideline due to regulation.
Yes.
So again, we call those whales. People that can drop $1 trillion as a company.
Yes.
Guys, I'm beside myself. And this is the last time. No, I'll probably keep doing this. Please, 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 please get involved with crypto. Again, if you can set aside $5 a week in DCA, we talked about this dollar cost averaging.
Yes.
Whatever you can do, because if and when these things come to fruition, you're setting yourself up financially for life. And I give it back to Morpheus.
Generational wealth is what we're talking about here. We're talking about the potentiality of generational wealth. We're talking about changing not only your children's lives, but the potential of your children's lives. We're talking about having enough wealth, not riches, wealth, to pass along 3 generations over. We are here at the pinnacle of the 4th industrial revolution, the internet of value. What we were akin to the knowledge of in the 90s was the internet. The internet of information, the ability to send information at fractions of a second, and we're all here to see what that's done, right? The businesses have quadrupled in regards to their efficiency, all due to the informational factors of emailing and internet and things of that nature. So now, imagine a world where you can send a payment as fast as you can send an email.
Absolutely.
This is what we're looking forward to.
And a finality.
Yeah.
Again, guys, getting more involved in this industry. Has anybody ever wondered why you can buy something with your debit card and you'll get a receipt saying it's done, but yet when you look at your bank statement, they'll say hold or pending.
Has not been charged to your account.
Finality. Why does it in 2022 take 4, 5, 6 days to get finality?
Instant settlement.
Crypto. Exactly the time it would take me to get up and walk out of this room.
Yes.
That is a final payment. But
yes. I want to allude to our next episode. We're going to be getting into these crypto cards. I would like to talk to you guys about the Coinbase card and the benefits of the Coinbase card. There are massive benefits in regards to the Coinbase card. One quick little example in relation to the Coinbase card. We all have credit cards and debit cards. In relation to the rewards that you're getting from both types, I would like any one of you to come on in regards to whether you would like to email us or contact us via any social media and tell us, are your rewards comparable to what crypto's cards are giving in relation to what the rest is afforded out there? So one quick little excerpt. If you can make a purchase of $500 and receive 4% back in any crypto asset of your choosing, let's say I spend $500 on my car insurance. That's a lot. That's some expensive car insurance. But let's say I get 4% of that back. Let's say what's that? That's $20, $25. If I'm able to purchase $25 of a specific cryptocurrency, let's say I get a 1-to-1 ratio on that. For every dollar I purchase, for every dollar I buy, I get 1 cryptocurrency, and I have $25. So I bought $25. So the value is tandem. The value is 25 for 25. Except, what is the difference in the nature of crypto?
It tends to go up. And guys, right now I'm gonna bring my wife into this conversation.
Let's go.
We have Coinbase cards. Again, in the previous video, I talked about going to see Tommy Davidson at Levity Live. The cost is $108. We got 4% back in
4%,
Stellar.
Yes.
If crypto goes where we believe it's going to go, is our belief. As a recording of this video, Bitcoin is at 23,000 and change, maybe 24 because I haven't been back upstairs. Just in November, it was at 69.
Just in November, that's past November.
So you take that number. So right now, if it just gets back to its all-time high, it's going to 3x. So that 4% that I got back from Levity Live purchase on my
Forex as well.
Exactly. Yes. And that's the point, guys. You'll be accumulating passive income. The Bitcoin card, anyway.
You have a bank account, right?
Indeed.
All right. Let's say you put $10,000 in that bank account. In 10 years, what do you think they're going to give you for that 10 grand? Anything close to that 4%?
Are we counting inflation or not? Because if you count inflation, we're going to be less than $10,000.
Well, listen, we're talking about the nature of the cryptocurrency industry, which has a lot of volatility. So either your value can go down, which you've been given for free, or your value can go up, which you've also been given for free.
As far as the crypto, I truly believe in 10 years from now, U.S. dollar, don't get mad at me, but it may not even be the reserve currency anymore.
No.
I'm just saying that 10 years from now, in fiat currency, at $10,000 sitting in a bank, as far as purchasing power, it probably won't be worth $10,000 anymore.
No, it will not.
With inflation right now, currently at, 9%?
You're actually in a deficit. Exactly. In 10 years' time, with 8% inflation, we're going to lose 8% on that 10,000.
Yeah.
So you're going to be left with 9,200.
Yeah. But and again, you're only looking at 1 year. Remember, that's 9% or 8% yearly.
Yeah.
So you'll even be less with less. But guys, we're gonna wrap it up with here. We don't want to keep this video too long, but we thank you so much for joining us today. Crypto Morpheus, Big Cass. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.